Hello everyone, it's Zort Rider here and welcome to the first week in toys of 2021. Happy New Year to everyone. I know it hasn't been the best of starts. For those of you who are outside the UK have been placed in full lockdown now until about middle of February, according to our illustrious leader and Prime Minister. It looks as though we're going to be in this lockdown for the majority of the first 3 months of the year. That's how it's looking at the moment. So, no toy hunts. All of the things we were hoping to happen this year when we thought this was under control seem to have gone out the window again at this moment in time. And it just feels like it's going to be another year like last, in and out of restrictions. And we've got to make the most of it, haven't we? We can't just sit around and feel sorry for ourselves. We've still got to do the things that we love, and if that means via ordering stuff online rather than hunting in shops and all that kind of stuff, you know what? There's a lot more problems out there than that, than worrying about going out and toys and all that kind of stuff. But I hope you had a good Christmas anyway. I hope you all enjoyed the top 10 videos and the haul video. Hello to again all my new subscribers. I've had about 50 odd over the Christmas period, so cheers for that. Welcome to the channel. So I'll explain what a week in toys is about. This started probably about the middle of last year, was it? Where essentially I do a weekly video. I talk about the toys I've picked up, and I talk about any toy related news, any reveals, any of that kind of stuff. But let's talk about first the reveals that have happened. So we've had a few leaks. It looks like we're getting almost a zombie barricade of the siege mould. I like the paint on this thing, and I might be in on it because I never got round to getting that zombie cliff jumper that did in Transformers Prime. And out of all the robots I've got, you know what? I don't think I've got many zombie ones. So if this is apparently a Netflix release for Wave 3. Happy days, and you know what I mean. It's a bit of a fun repaint. And it shouldn't be too hard to get hold of. And you know, yeah, I probably will pick up this one because it's a bit of fun and it's something a little bit different. Also, what we're getting is a clear purple. Is it Paleotrex or Paleotrex, the T-Rex weaponizer in Kingdom Wave 1 in like a clear purple plastic, and apparently this is going to be part of a 2-pack, the secret packs. We have Ultra Magnus in the first wave, Nemesis Prime in the second wave, even though it hasn't hit yet. Looks like this is going to be part of a 2-pack for the next secret mystery pack, which will be quite cool. It looks good, looks cool. I don't know, I haven't got any of these mystery packs so far, so I don't know if I'm going to be in on it, but it looks cool nevertheless. We'll see what the other Voyager figure that comes with it, because apparently there's meant to be a Voyager figure. So for those of you who've been watching last year, you'll know that I went, a good couple of years ago now, I went in on this Hachette Paperworks complete Generation 1 series. It was of 80 graphic novels, which they've since extended to 100 graphic novels. Anyway, I have received 2 more. So I've got Beast Wars Ascended, is it? Beast Wars Ascended, yeah, it was difficult reading that back to front. And Generation 1 Definitive Unicron. So this is the end of the IDW saga, so it completes that saga. That one's quite a thick book compared to the other ones. It's a little bit thicker. It is thicker, trust me, it is thicker. You can't see it on camera, but it is thicker. But that basically means now that I am only 4 away from completing the 100. And, oh, God, I haven't, I've said this before, I haven't actually read any of them yet. But, you know what, I am starting to read more. And I bought Star Trek versus Transformers. I think I spoke about this in my New Year's in Toys video. And that was really good. Really, really good. Really enjoyed it. So I am going to start working my way through these. If anyone can suggest a good point to start in any of these? Do I start with the Lost Light? Do I start with some of the Dreamwave stuff? Do I go all the way back to Marvel G1 comics and start from the beginning of these? Is that what I should do? Let me know what you think I should do anyway. But I do want to start tackling these, and I want to make my way through the lot of them, hopefully this year. Big challenge, but you know what? If I can read one a week, then I'm going to be halfway there anyway, you know. Okay, so picked up those two, only 4 left, so within a couple of months I'm going to be free of my £20 a month for those comics, which will be nice. Now, I've got a parcel, and it is the first toy of 2020. It is the first Transformer of 2020, and I'll be honest with you, it's the only thing I've got on order. I have been sitting around waiting for the sales, but I haven't actually noticed any across the main retailers. This is from Smith's Toys. It arrived probably about 10 minutes ago. Today's what day is it today? The 6th of Jan, Wednesday the 6th of Jan. And I ordered this on the 1st. And last year I ordered Spinner Start online, and then went out to a shop and bought Crosshairs. So technically Crosshairs was the first toy I had in my hand last year, but Spinner was the first one I bought. This is both, so this is the first and only one I've ordered, and the first one I'm going to open up. And it is Kingdom, the only the only deluxe I'm missing. It is Paleotrex. I think that's how you say it, Paleotrex. This is the skeleton dinosaur, skeleton dinosaur weaponizer. I got the rest of the Kingdom wave. I've basically now finished wave 1, which is called Apart from Megatron, and I am tempted to pick that up if I see it in stock somewhere. But I did mention this in my previous video. I think I did anyway. There's 4 cards apparently, and I've only got 2 variants of them. I've got Optimus Prime, I've got Black Arachnia 3 times now. I've got both my Optimus Primes from the Voyagers and all my Black Arachnias from the Deluxes. So I'm going to open this up now because I want to see, have I got a different card or have I got another bloody Black Arachnia? So we'll open him up and let's have a look. We've got a different one. Finally, I've got a Dinobot. Now, these peel off. I think I've mentioned this before. These peel off and they show you the destiny of that character. I would like another Dinobot, but you know what? I'm happy with the one. Yeah, and there's Paleotrex in his... Well, it's not plastic prison anymore. Cardboard crypt. I don't know what we're going to say anymore. I don't know. But yeah, this is Paleotrex. Shall we get him out and have a quick look at him? Well, he's a funny looking little bugger, isn't he? I don't know what to make of him. I mean, he seems a cool action figure, but he doesn't really have the soul of a Transformer. I know that sounds really daft, but you know, you pick up a Transformer and think, oh yeah, that feels like a Transformer. Even the Beast Wars figures felt like Transformers, but this, I don't know. I mean, he's cool, and I like it. I actually really like that face. And that folds down, doesn't it? So you can have that look going on, which is pretty cool. That's actually based on Primal's mace. You can even have like a roaring face. That's really cool. Really, almost like a skeleton warrior. One thing I will say is this paint at the back is really nice. I know some people were slating him, but that's really nice. And the arms, like, he's all hands. He's like Borders dude. He's all bloody hands. That arm likes to pop up. Yeah, he's all hands. Look, all he needs is a cake stand accessory, and he'd be bloody Borders dude, wouldn't he? Yeah, it's a funny thing. I read this out of all of them. This was the one I was really interested in picking up, and I did say to myself, and okay, taking a step back, I would have only have picked this up in a shop. If I was able to go into Smith's and pick one up, I would have done it then by looking at it. I did want to do that with these figures, but where we're in lockdown, sometimes you have to jump in and have a look, even if you're unsure on stuff. And isn't that mad about collecting now? You have to buy the stuff you're not sure about, just in case you miss out on it later. I mean, look at the new Soundwave figure that come out. I'm lucky enough to have one. Apparently that's been discontinued in Smiths now, so they're not getting any more in. It's bloody mental. But anyway, Paleotrex here. I'll have a play about with him. I'll get him transformed up, and I might pop up back on tomorrow and update you on any more stuff that's coming on before this goes live the weekend. So let's see if anything else happens this week. So today is Saturday the 9th of January. And yeah, there hasn't been many more toys. There's been any more toys this week. I've got a couple of things on order. Well, a few things on order from zoom.co.uk. I've used them, I think, once before, and they've got some Star Wars stuff on quite cheap in the sale. So that should be here next week. So there will be a couple more things coming. We've got some more reveals or leaks, if you want to call them that, which we'll go through in a moment. But first, before I go into that, those of you who watch Junk Heap Dave's channel, I don't know if lockdown has drove him a little bit crazy, but he's gone mad on dollies. More so the G.I. Joe or Action Man or Action Force, I forget what they're called, Hall of Fame figures. And I remember having a few of these when I was a kid, and I've got them out. Just so I thought, you know what, as it's week in toys, these have been a part of my week in toys, so I thought I'd show them. They're not in the best condition. These are in play with condition. I'm missing a load of pieces. But I've got Duke here. He's missing his dog tags, his helmet, which I know I've got somewhere, his backpack. He's got this gun, but part of it's snapped off. I don't know if it still works. Doesn't still work. Yeah, and I think he's also got a knife, I think, or I think a pistol holder. Pistol here. I don't know if that's for Cobra Commander or whatever. But yeah, this one. Oh, it does have the G.I. Joe on, I didn't think it did. His hair, flock starting to go. But yeah, it's quite cool to see after so many years. I've also got Snake Eyes here. And yeah, he's missing his flat jacket and his mask. He's got his knife and his sword. His jumper's seen better days. Actually, what I did, I've got Cobra Commander as well over there. I'll show you in a minute. I actually had, for some reason, the Snake Eyes figure dressed up as Cobra Commander, and I can vaguely remember playing with these when I was a little bit younger, and Snake Eyes was going in disguise as Cobra Commander. He hasn't got his dog tags either or anything like that, so that's a bit of a shame. But you know what? It's cool to see these. They've got a bit bobbly over all the years, but never mind. I've also got I've got the stand for Duke here as well. Cobra Commander. The elastic has gone on his trousers as well, and the clip's gone. So I mean, I could try and tuck in his uniform, but it's not going to look the best. Let's have a look how that looks. There we are. So there he is. As you can see, he's the only one of the dog tags I've actually got left. He's missing his cloak over his helmet, which is a shame. I really want that helmet or the cape on the top of his head. I'd be happy if he had nothing else apart from that. But yeah, he's got his dog tags. He's obviously got his uniform, which is a bit dusty and dirty. I think this is for him. He should have like a little strap round, but I'm missing the gun. I have got his knife and his weapon, his knife holster, which is cool. He can hold that, as you can see. And yeah, other than that, I found some other. I think these are original Action Men guns, which I used to use as a kid for weapons for them. But I also found, I had a snowsuit. I remember having the snowsuit, and these used to fit on the feet, like that. But that's the only thing in a snowsuit I can remember. But I have got, and I forget what this is called, but they used to sell like garment sets for them, so you could basically dress up your dollies. And I got this flat jacket, trousers, and this machine gun, which I love because even though I was probably too young, I did see Predator, and this was Arnie's weapon in Predator, so that is pretty cool. And that's it for the G.I. Joe Hall of Fame stuff that I've got. I thought it was cool to show you, especially now one of my best mates in the community is getting into this. And I've actually got... He knows this, by the way. I have got him. I'm just going to show you that. He knows it's coming anyway. So I'm looking forward to him having that in his birthday 40-year-old man toy box that I'm going to send him over for the end of the month. Okay, another thing I want to touch on is Paleotrex. I have had so much fun with this thing, it's untrue. I did see this for a number of people on Twitter and social media, combining him with the with a Centurion drone, which is a figure that I absolutely hate, but combined with him, he's actually really, really good. Obviously, he has a few issues holding together, but he's a lot more stable than I thought he would be. You can have a lot of fun with this guy. I'm going to start putting some pictures up, but I found a little like dwarf mode for him. I found that if you turn the skull round to the front, it looks quite cool to have the skull as part of the bot mode. It's just a really, really cool, fun figure for the price. It doesn't feel like a Transformer, I'm not going to lie about that, but you know what, I've had a lot of fun with him this week, and he's the only toy that I've actually picked up this week, and you know what, I don't really care that that's the case, because I have had a hell of a lot of fun playing about with him, and yeah, really, really enjoying having him. So yeah, that's really, really cool. Right, so let me have a look at the reveals. Let's go through those now. Right, first and foremost, it looks like we've got solicitation of a Masterpiece Thundercracker. Starscream isn't even out yet, and already they're getting the reuse out of that mould. It looks quite good. I don't mind the look of it. It's too expensive though, 215 quid. I think they're retailing at. I'm actually looking at my mate John's Galaxy Meteor, and hopefully we can sort something out so on payday I can pick up that as a MP version of Starscream, because he's the only really one I've noticed missing from my collection. I've got the MP one down there, right, so I say he's not missing isn't true, but it's a KO, and all of these KOs now are starting to fall apart. So it was great at the time, but they fall apart. But in fairness, so is my official some of the official MPs as well. But I'm looking for a Starscream because it feels odd to have my favourite character missing at Masterpiece scale to have a decent representation. But Thundercracker looks alright. Don't look too bad at all. There is a Flame Toys Windblade. I think this caused some controversy before, or whatever it might be. I don't know, some rubbish or some of the design on it. I don't even know. I'm not even following it. But I've seen the solicitation of it, and I think it looks quite good. It looks really posable. It obviously doesn't transform. It's an official product, but I think it looks good. I think it captures the essence of Windblade really well. So I think this is a revised design, but I mean it works for me. I think it looks good. Not for me, but it looks good nevertheless. It looks like we've also had some more leaks from this Netflix Wave 3. So it looks like we're getting a Quintesson drone, which is essentially a repaint of the Siege Ironhide mould, which I'll be in for. I like that mould. It'd be cool to have a drone. I'll pick up one of those, no doubt. Probably from Smith. Well, definitely from Smith's. And we're also getting a Cheetor painted in his more show accurate colours. This was always going to happen. If I hadn't have had a Cheetor, I would have bought this one, but I don't think I'm that into this Kingdom line. I'm enjoying the figures, don't get me wrong, I'm really enjoying them, and I'm going to pick up some more of them, but I don't think I need that show accuracy, because actually I haven't got that association to the show stuff. But for friends who are into Beast Wars, like my mate Luke, I know he'll be waiting around for this version rather than the other one, which is fair enough. And now, Ramen Toys have solicited some teaser pictures of a third-party Centurion line. and I'm well up for this. Well up for this. I'm surprised this has taken so long to happen. We've got some kind of artwork here of the three of them. They're not official products, but Max Ray, Jake Rockwell, Ace McLeod, all three of them looking in with their classic gear. And then there's a few prototypes. There's an Ace McLeod prototype. You can see the head and some of the equipment. All obviously grey prototypes, and also Jake Rockwell. I would like to pick up all three of these. If I don't pick up all three, I'm definitely going to pick up Ace. Even though Max Ray's probably my favourite, I've got a lot of association with Ace McLeod. I remember having the toy in the first week of school, primary school, and all that kind of stuff. So it'd be nice to have an updated version. And I've actually got the Ace McLeod that I got on that day sitting up there, as I've told a few of you before. But yeah, it looks really, really cool. Okay, and I think that is it for this week in toys. It's a slow start to the new year. There's not going to be that much stock towards the beginning of this month. I was hoping for a few more sales to hit to pick up a few pieces. It's not like I'm exactly flush this month, but I've got a couple of quid to pick up a few cheaper bits, and that's exactly what I did on Zoom. I've got 3 items coming from there. But you know what? Yeah, it would have been nice to have a few more salesy items. I know obviously Cocktail did a sale. Unfortunately, I've got everything on there that I would have been interested in. But yeah, fingers crossed there'll be a few more things start to roll out. Hopefully we'll get a Studio Series 86 soon. Hopefully we'll start to get the Kingdom leaders in, which will be good if that happens this month. And yeah, and I think that's going to be it for probably the first quarter from a Transformers point of view. Black Series, I know that some of the waves are starting to appear in the US. We're only about 6 weeks behind, so fingers crossed by the end of the month we'll get those. But yeah, that's it from me anyway. I hope you've enjoyed this week in toys. I know 2021 hasn't started off to the bright start that we all wanted it to, but I hope you're all doing well in yourselves, and yeah, I'll try and get some more videos out over the next week or so. Anyway, until next time, I've been Zork Rider, and I'll catch you again very, very soon.